Hello, fellow YouTubers. Welcome to YouTube Gaming Community. I'm your host, Trouble835. Welcome to the Monday edition. As I said, kind of in my last video, I'm trying to get the community videos done on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And so, it's Monday edition. And today, I don't even have to talk about a topic because there's such great videos to talk about. I don't need one today. And the first top video we're going to get right into is from Longboy's post in 1975. And it's, why do we make videos on YouTube? For passion or for popularity? And I think a lot of times you watch certain channels, you always wonder, is that person really in it for the passion, or are they just in it for the popularity? There are signs when you can clearly tell someone's in it for the popularity. Every time something, if there's more like dislikes towards a video there than likes, they automatically take it down. If they've been on YouTube for a little while, and for whatever reason they don't feel like they're getting enough subscribers or enough views, you see them, whether it be on YouTube in a video or on their social, Facebook or Twitter, whining about the fact they're not growing as fast as they want to. See, if it was somebody who just started, it's easy at first to understand why when someone makes a video and they think they're going to get more views or get more subscribers than they do, and they real quickly on, it's easy to see someone first starting why they get frustrated by that. But for people who've been here for a while, if they're in it for the popularity and they're in it for the passion, those things get to them. That everybody, no matter if they want to admit it or not, everybody has a ceiling of what they do that appeal to people. A lot of people just don't want to admit that what they do don't appeal to a lot of people. It's unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. Not everybody's able to appeal or relate to everybody. It's just a trait some people have, some people don't. For me, I've always done this for what I love, because if I didn't do it, I wouldn't still be here on YouTube. If I didn't have my family more involved in what I'm doing, I probably wouldn't be on YouTube anymore. Because it adds another level of fun. I enjoy doing the community videos, but it adds another level of fun. I want to do something more than that, and that allows me to do something more. Making Minecraft videos with my son, or vlog, or whatever that we do, that's fun for me. That makes, kind of in a way, revigorates me making videos. And you have to find things that interest you to keep you going. So, if you're interested in responding, go respond to his video. The next one is from Israel Pacheco, and is Open Tag Mondays, Online-centric games. So he wants to talk about the subject of online-centric games. Basically, it's rather simple. Do you think online-centric games are necessary? I will say last generation was probably it was not like a trend that every game developer had to throw online, because it was just like the trendy thing to do in their game. And truthfully, like, shooters were obviously really well played online, and they always will be, because it just seems online works better for shooters than most games. Not like they're going to sell crazy like they did this generation, because no genre in gaming seems to last like number one for more than one generation and something else takes over. But how many games did you play last generation that there were a lot of people playing it for a week or two, and then online was completely dead? And I hope game developers take this in consideration next generation for online, that not every game needs online. And that if you are putting online in a game, and I hope they clearly see it, because they're wasting a lot of money developing the online when they could put that money into the game itself. There are just certain games that don't need online. Skyrim didn't need online. It's a great single-player game. If they put online on it, it probably would ruin the experience. And so, I do think there are a certain number of games that do appeal to online. I do think board-like games appeal online. Certain puzzle games really appeal to online. But how do you do an RPG online? That would be very hard to do. I don't know if that can be done this next generation. But, again, not every game needs it, and I hope the developers limit the amount that do have online. And our next video is from SegaCDUniverse, and it is, do you play games in correct order? A community question. And I thought this is a rather interesting question, because I'm trying to think of, I've never played every game I played in order. I mean, sure, I played the Final Fantasy games in order because I originally started playing the first one. But there were plenty of series that I didn't play the first one. Shikoden, I played the second one. I never played the first one. Dragon Quest, for example, or Dragon Warrior, I played 1, 2, and 3, and then I didn't play another Dragon Quest till 8. And 9, and I didn't go back. So I don't always play all my games in order and listen as, a washing machine goes off. That's always lovely in a video. But I don't think it's always necessary to play games in order. And I try to play You know, I do try to play games in order because I do like to see the progression of a series, whether it be get better or get worse. I like to see where the developer was going through the life of a series, but it doesn't mean I always have to. Sometimes if I find a game that interests me and I never play the others, I'll just play that game. Though granted, some games, if you do jump into like number 3 and you never played the past ones, you may have no clue what's going on. It may take you a while playing that game to kind of get a bearing on what's going on. And the next video we have is by the Game Shed. Is TGS discuss retro gaming pickups and 1,000 subscribers. First of all, congratulate those guys on reaching 1,000 subscribers. That is always an awesome milestone for people to reach. And they have a lot of great gaming pickups and just discussion in general in this original hangout that they posted on YouTube. And the next one is from ArcadeUK, Atari Indiana Jones Cocktail PCV Repair. This is an arcade machine that I didn't even know existed. I did not know Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. I've never seen the arcade machine, let alone a cocktail of it. And to not only see him repair this, but near the end to actually see some of the gameplay of it, I kind of wish I actually played this game. So if you've never seen it, check out the video. The next one is from Joshua Jaguar, is Welcome to the Game Den new series. So basically, the point of the series is he'll be showing off parts of his Game Den. You know, obviously that allows him to go in greater detail of the Game Den. And his Game Den, like a lot of gamers, happens to be down in the basement. And there's a lot of wood. It looks kind of cool. So if you're interested in this video, he does go through a lot of his Game Den. So if you want to see it, or someone we would call it a game room, go check it out. And the next one is from NecroVMX, the Gamer's Encyclopedia, Season 1, Episode 2, Phantasy Star. If you want to see or hear about every single game in the Phantasy Star series, from the first one all the way up to Phantasy Star Online 2, you definitely should check this out, because he goes through the statistics of the game, and you know how different the games are in each of the series. You definitely want to check this out. Or maybe there's a Phantasy Star game that you missed. It's also cool in this video, he does show all the different country covers for each individual game. So if you never saw Phantasy Star Universe's 3 different covers for Europe, the United States, and Japan, definitely ought to check out the video. And next up is Thriftdweller. Thriftdweller Boys Night Out 3, 64-bit Matthew visits NA. So NA from Game Thriftdwellers and 64-bit Matthew go out together. They find a lot of awesome retro games. So if you love all the old awesome retro games, Contra 3, or just a ton of great games, Doom 64, you definitely need to check it out. Or actually it's Doom on the Super Nintendo. My bad. So next up, ForestGamingHD, blocking used games will destroy the gaming industry. Now this is going to be a hot topic coming up to our next generation, quite frankly, because a lot of gamers don't want to. It's almost it's a way of going digital in a physical form, where you buy the game, but in a sense buying it, you kind of only rented it, because when you sell it, you don't get to sell the used game, the developer and everybody else does. The problem we have is, listen, you got to wait to E3 to see how this plays out. But if the Xbox One or the PS4 have any way to block you from, trying to block the used game market, it is a shame that they're listening to the developers, the publishers, and let's be honest, the top media journalists. Because these people are all wrong. They have no clue what the gamers actually want. They only care about their bottom line. And the sad thing is, for me, if we're going to this next generation, if people buy, let's say, the Xbox One and the PS4 if they don't allow you to, sell your used games, but they don't want to buy a Wii U because they don't consider graphically up to those, it's a shame that you're not willing to buy the one console that won't. And okay, let's just take those out of the way. If you don't want to consider any 3 of those, you've always got the 3DS and Vita as your options. And it's a shame you won't look to the handheld if the big consoles aren't doing what you want to do. You need to put your money in a way to make sure this doesn't happen. That's the only way to teach any of these guys a lesson. If you're buying a system because it has the next Call of Duty, or you're buying the system because you're a fanboy of that company, but you're now looking at how they trash their consumers, then unfortunately, it's a shame that you're doing that, because our money needs to be spent to teach these guys a lesson. And we'll only spend money on people who treat us right. And unless you do that, then we're going to go further down this path of, hey, you know what? You bought the game, but you don't own the game. And we can change anything at any time. We can make you rebuy that game at any time. We don't care about you. Because it's a big company mentality that we don't need as gamers. And once again, no ushers going off. I really should learn to shut off the damn sensor that thing. Anyway, the next video we have is from DinkyDana, and it is about Hit Reset Radio is back and my new capture device. For those you don't know, Hit Reset Radio is back. Go check out the video. There's a link to Hit Reset Radio channel on YouTube or on DinkyDana's website, and you can watch the new episode 10 there. And it is himself in Maincade doing Hit Reset Radio. Is an awesome podcast if you've never listened to it, and his new capture device, because he has another channel called DinkyDana Plays, and he's now be able to capture footage and put it up on his gameplay channel. So you should go check it out. And the last thing I'm going to leave you with today is just a comedy video, a video that pokes fun at YouTube and the layout changes and how they treat people who make videos on YouTube. It is by a channel called You Just Don't. It's called Banned YouTube 1 Channel Promo. It's really funny. Definitely go check it out. So guys, I will see you guys for the next community video on Wednesday, and I will remember, be creative, have fun with the videos you make, and more importantly, just be yourself, and I'll talk to you guys on Wednesday.